Well?
I would like to take another observation, if you don't mind, just to be sure.
Indeed.
Captain Lindsay.
Certainly.
Mr. Irwin, just in time to witness our observation. We were expecting you to meet us.
No one told us that you had arrived. The transmission of information is not a strong point among the inhabitants of this island, I'm afraid. How was the voyage?
Very satisfying. Where is Masculine?
Oh, the man's an idiot.
Could you hold us a moment?
Yes, of course. He has no understanding of my chair. Simply because a hinge broke on the second day out, causing him some very minor inconvenience, he's completely refused to use it. What sort of a scientist does that make him?
23 degrees of elevation.
The watch at 3:57. That gives us a longitude of 59 degrees, 0 minutes, and 30 seconds. Captain Lindsay, would you be kind enough to give me your signature, sir?
Is that it?
What do you mean?
Is that all you do?
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Irwin. What did you expect? Mr. Green, would you care to witness?
Oh, of course, Mr. Harrison.
Well, the Reverend Masculine spends half the day calculating his sums, and with a good deal of bad temper besides. I have once or twice offered to help, being something of a mathematician myself, and have been most rudely addressed by him.
It's lunatics for you.
You'll find him very confident.
Of what?
But the longitude solution is found. Apparently, he was very annoyed that it was not recognized after the voyage to St. Helena. But he's convinced it is his now. He's told half the island. As a result of which, he's followed everywhere by the 3 unwed ladies of the town and their mothers, who are convinced he is to be rich. He doesn't seem to notice, though. I don't think he's very interested.
Oh, it is a hard life, I admit, but I find myself enjoying it.
No, there's no training required whatsoever. I mean, anyone who's sat down before can use it. Well, almost anyone.
Thank you. I'd expected to see the Reverend Masculine here.
Sends his apologies.
Thank you.
He's at his observatory. It's out there in the hills, outside the town. He's expecting to see you tomorrow morning.
You must be very proud to be part of his expedition.
I beg your pardon?
Madam, Mr. Harrison intends to challenge the reverend gentleman, not to support him. He is his competitor.
Oh dear, how silly of me.
Congratulations on a safe trip. Welcome to this island paradise.
Good morning.
I was sorry to miss you at dinner last night. Those things become a little predictable after a while. It was such a perfect night.
I understand it is you who is to be congratulated.
Really?
Now, everyone at dinner last night informed me you'd won the Longitude prize.
You should not take talk like that seriously, Mr. Harrison.
I wouldn't. Were it not for the fact that the talk apparently came from you, Reverend. Under the circumstances, I think it would be improper that you take the equal altitude observations that will determine the accuracy of my watch. And I would prefer them to be taken by Mr. Green here and witnessed by Captain Lindsay.
How dare you say that to me, sir? I am a scientist.
Oh, dear boy, I don't think he meant...
Oh, shut up, you stupid, stupid man.
Gentlemen, could I suggest a compromise?
Damn and blast this bloody contraption. It's impossible to take a measurement properly under these circumstances.
28 degrees and 15 minutes.
28 degrees and 15 minutes.
28 degrees, 15 minutes.
Would you be quiet?
I'm so sorry to have disturbed you. We are quite finished.
Look, old man, why don't you make another observation tomorrow? I'm sure the conditions will be better.
Get out of my way.
William. I thought we'd lost you.
I think perhaps you have. You know, today is the first day I can remember when I haven't looked at a clock or a watch, or even done a calculation. I didn't know what to do at first. And I just started to walk. What is it?
Bad news, I'm afraid. I found you a ship. She's a merchantman. Captain's name is Robert Manley. Seems a good fellow. And, she sails at noon tomorrow.
What do you do?
Sell the house, I suppose. There's no choice about that. I can't afford to keep it.
Well, where will you live?
Oh, I'll find somewhere. A small hotel.
What about the clocks? I don't suppose a hotel would put up with them.
There's only one left, you'll be pleased to hear. It's proving to be a bit tricky. I'm sending it back to Greenwich. I'll finish working on it there.
Oh, yes, Cecil said you'd applied for a job as a curator.
No, I changed my mind about that.
Well, goodbye then.
Goodbye. Laura says there's going to be a war. What do you think?
I don't think so. It's all phony. Thank you so much for coming. It's a great pleasure.
How is he?
He's very weak. He's angry with himself that he could not be there to greet you. He received your letters.
How long has it been like this?
Since you left. Try not to get him excited.
The fever is strong. I have bled him again, but he's very weak and I dare do no more. I'll come back tomorrow.
Thank you.
When I was just a baby, I remember lying in bed, very sick, and my mother holding a watch in front of my face while she sang to me. I don't remember the song, but the ticking of the watch seemed like an orchestra playing with her. And then she laid the watch on my pillow. Afterwards, she used to say it sent me to sleep, but it didn't. People say the tick of a clock is like a single sound, but it's hundreds. It's hundreds of tiny frictions, expansions, and contractions, all twisted into a single moment. I'm very sorry I wasn't there to meet you.
Never mind about that. We did it. Mr. Green was there and witnessed everything. Even Masculine can't deny it. This time, they can't refuse us.
I like to see their faces when you tell them.
He looks pleased with himself. Still, there is one piece of news. The very Reverend John Bliss had the misfortune to fall off his horse whilst taking exercise in the park. He did not recover. It's devastating, isn't it?
Who's to be Astronomer Royal?
Not decided.